in Central Florida. I mean, the way they take care of you. It's a very high level course. It's a replica course. You get to play amen corner from Augusta. It's phenomenal.
It is beautiful.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great course. You want to make sure you play in front of Dan because the course is in not as good a shape after him.
But,
well, there's always the danger of getting hit though by playing in front.
Oh man. Yeah, right.
That's fun.
It's dangerous either way.
It's a really, we're really proud of the tournament we put together. It's a first class event. So if you want to play golf and you want the opportunity to come out and play, Golden Ocala, now's a great opportunity. So.
And golf is a gentleman's game, right?
And ladies can play too.
Nice segue.
But I have
they have women there too.
But I have the characteristics of a modern gentleman, according to Country Life magazine. And since
well, I just want to say one thing before you go too further, because I loved your discussion on Russia earlier.
Okay, all right.
And I think it's important to remember that right after the Reichstag burned to the ground, right in Germany, Hitler did two things. Well, two of the first things he did is he said it's now illegal to assemble, and he took away the freedom of the press, and that's what the web has become for us.
Absolutely,
right? It's the press, and so if you take away the opportunity for people to congregate and to talk, to share ideas, to share different viewpoints, and then you take away the opportunity to spread that message, well, now you have, virtual control over your society, and that's what he's trying to get to.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
And can he not see that's nenever worked out?
That's the scary part.
It's never worked.
Yeah, but there's always jerks. It's never worked, but there's always jerks. And
it's, you say it's never worked, but long term, I agree with you, but it works. It works to control society. Let's take Cuba, for example, did the same thing after Castro. North Korea did the same thing. And that's in China for a long, long time. Did the same thing. Even to the States to a certain extent. So it works. It doesn't mean the society prospers, but it means the society is controlled. That's what goes on in Iran. I mean, this happens all over the world now.
And that's why, talk radio exists, or should exist, and that's why those who do talk radio try, and that's one of the things we try to do. I mean, we try to be entertaining, but we also try to bring subjects like that up just to stir the hornet's nest, so to speak, get people out there and buzzing about it, like you're doing. To me, that's the most important purpose of this whole thing we do.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. And if we don't learn from these mistakes, then we're just going to repeat them all over again. And I don't think there's a person out there, maybe outside of Russia, that wants another Russia like there was in the 60s, 70s, and up until the 80s. I mean, they were a threat to
everything.
Western society believed everything that was right. Now, was a lot of that propaganda? Maybe. But it was a threat.
But there was a reason.
Nobody wants to learn how to duck and cover again.
But there was a reason that those who could left. There was a reason why those who could got to this country and said, "I'm here." Right? Who's the actor that did that? The comedian? Oh, I can't remember his name. No, but anyway, the guy who said.
Well, it's like when the Germans, they were flooding to here when Hitler.
Always. North Koreans are trying to get to South Korea.
Yeah.
East Germans were trying to get to West Germany.
Absolutely. And people want to be able to make their own choices.
Of course.
It's human nature.
Our founding fathers said it was a God-given right, and I absolutely agree with them.
So what is wrong with these humans that are trying to control the other humans?
They're human, and they have egos, and they think they're a God.
Is that what it is? It's just
they're bent on being the most important person to ever live, and they forget that they're going to die.
And I love your Tears for Fears reference because it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. And as a society, we have to prevent our governments, You know, we have to make sure that we keep them in check. And, you know, when Putin's in power, you know, it's not like they don't really vote, you know, per se, because there's nobody that runs against them. And that's how they control that.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things. And if you don't know any better, and so if the small farmer in Russia, he can't talk to his neighbor without fear, right? How are things going to change? And that's how you promulgate and you develop a society like that.
And
that's very, very, very scary.
Yeah, it is.
And you got to be careful of what the talking points are that are fed to the talk shows who don't pay attention to things like this, because they're going to be talking about, not that it's not an important story, but they're going to be talking about Casey Kasem disappearing. They're going to be talking about Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be talking about that balloon that caught fire that hit that electrical cord, that electrical wire.
But they're going to let this one slip by.
And I'm not saying those aren't good, important stories, nor should they be left out of the news. But I think the focus should be on the things that are the lion at the door waiting to eat you.
Well, our governments have become very good at distraction.
That's what
very
it is.
good at distraction.
It is a distraction, whether it's the government or whether it's the news media. I don't know who it is.
Unless the government's controlling the news media.
Or the corporations are.
Which are controlled by the government.
Yeah. Good morning. You're on the air.
I think it's the other way around. I think corporations control government more than government's control.
Well, we know the oil industry does.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah.
Good morning, Larry, Dan, and Dale, and Robin in New York.
Morning, Jim.
Hey, Larry, I think the guy you were thinking of was Yakov Smirnoff.
Thank you. Yes.
The comedian guy.
What a country. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, what a country, he'd say.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Hey,
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I was thinking of Borat. I couldn't get it out of my head.
Yeah, Borat.
I know. It's all I could think of, so I knew it wasn't right. But
It's an important topic. I love your passion, Galen. That's absolutely why we do that kind of thing. And I think Dan's point about the distractions and the suspicion that those distractions are intentional is a good thing to be suspicious of.
And let's be honest. What would we rather talk about? I mean, would we rather talk about a basketball game last night, or do we really want to get into a discussion about what's going on with Vladimir Putin?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. And let's be honest. The ICANN is a complicated problem, and a lot of people feel like, well, I can't fix that. I don't have any way of dealing with that. What am I supposed to do with that?
Overwhelming.
So yeah, so that's when, and let's be honest, that's why we put government in place, so that it can control things like that for us.
But we are in this country, Galen, supposed to be the government. We, the people, is the first three words.
And that's why we elect them, and we hope that they make the right decisions on our behalf.
And that's why our vigilance is an important part of it. If they are not the same as us, if they are not us, then we lose.
Governments should fear their people.
If they are separate, just like in the old days of kingdoms and peons, then we're back to kingdoms and peons again.
People should not fear their government.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
By the way, we have
in order to protect that, is that you have to have an educated populace.
Just so you know, we have
so that the media has the populace.
We have an 820 today. We have an actress.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Oh, come on, Trista Sutter. Do you know who Trista Sutter is?
No idea.
She was on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. She was one of the Miami Heat cheerleaders.
Yeah, she's a little cuter than you, so she takes priority.
I don't even know who that is.
You still don't know who her?
She's the cute blonde. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
The Bachelor. See, that's what you need to tell people is, look, you wouldn't, if you watch The Bachelor, I'm sure they have more than 3,000 people.
Yeah.
You're gonna be,
right. Yes. That's exactly right. Yes.
That's the attitude we need to take.
Yeah.
If you go onto a blog where there are 3,000 people paying attention to The Bachelor,
you got to register.
Well, it wouldn't be you going on, but the government will know your name. Oh, Dan is looking at The Bachelor.
She said, and then I'm sure 3,000 people have watched her video or watched her images or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. She was a cheerleader, so that's all you need to know. She was with Jason Alexander in a KFC commercial, by the way.
When?
2003.
Oh, okay.
Costanza.
Yeah.
George Costanza, yeah. All right, so I have the
Not the COO of, by the way, I got to tell you the story now. You brought it up.
Okay.
There's a COO of a hospital in one of our areas, and so he introduced himself as, he goes, yeah, hey, my name's Jason Alexander. And I smiled. He goes, go ahead. I said, how you doing, George? And he goes, yeah, all right, let's move on.
You got it out of your system now?
Yeah, I felt good. Felt good about it.
Oh, brother. All right, we got 4 minutes. You better hurry up.
Well,
I mean, is the 820 going to become normal? Because I'm going to need to adapt.
You may. You can talk to management of the station if you want to.
I'm obviously going to have to renegotiate my time. 750, 801.
Oh, boy.
So, anyway, are you ready for the...
Management is unavailable for most of the time, though.
Are you ready for the characteristics of
They're
a modern
never
gentleman? Or do you want to hear all of them or any of them? Any of them at all?
You better hurry up.
Yeah, you don't want to hear?
Like
All right.
3 minutes.
All right, the modern gentleman always orders the wine.
I don't like wine.
Me neither. I'm with you. I don't like wine.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even hang out with guys who like wine.
I don't, yeah. Me either.
Not a wine drinker.
All right, the modern gentleman only initiates a hug with a lady he has met more than twice.
I would,
I shouldn't initiate hugs with people they don't know. Yeah, I'm
Twice. You got to hit twice.
that.
I agree with that.
The modern gentleman greets a lady with a kiss on the back of the hand.
Little
No, they
old-fashioned. Little old-fashioned. I wouldn't say the modern gentleman.
I don't do
you
that.
know what, though?
I would never do that.
There's so many people who are scared to death of studying viruses and flu. That's not good.
The modern gentleman opens up the difficult bottles and jars before the lady asks him to.
I'll BS.
How the heck are you going to know that?
Yeah. You're just going to insult them. They're going to go, I could have done that. What's wrong with you?
No, you know what's going to happen is you're just going to have to go around and open everything first, and then everything's going to spoil.
Yep. Then you got to buy a whole new refrigerator worth of food.
Any guy who knows what a woman's going to do next,
Oh, well, he's
not a guy.
Yeah, he's not. He's a.
Honey, are you getting mayonnaise today?
He's a god.
I'm thinking about it. Well, hold on. Let me open up that jar first.
Well, I mean, look, really, I'm serious. I've been married 17 years like this Saturday.
Wow.
I have no idea what my wife is going to do in 10 minutes, much less later today if she's going to need the jar open.
Well, I can tell you later today what she's going to do. She's going to beat you.
Oh, the modern gentleman.
Thanks.
The modern gentleman smokes cigars only in the presence of other gentlemen, never with a lady.
What if the lady likes the smell of cigars?
I'm just telling you what it says. This is according to Country Life magazine.
I don't know.
The modern
Country Life?
Country Life, yeah. Country Life.
They have more than 3,000 people.
The modern gentleman disguises the names of his adult website links on his phone. There you go.
Okay.
So I guess if she's using your phone, she doesn't have to see the name of that website you go to. Make it a pretty name, like, realestate.com or something.
All right.
Is that your code, Larry?
That's my code, yeah.
I'm going to watch his computer now. Now I got to go in the production room.
The modern gentleman never mocks homosexual love scenes.
We could just move on. We could just move on.
Deathly quiet.
Just move on.
Deathly quiet.
Hey, now that I will tell you this, now that ESPN has showed that kids for 3 straight days or however long it's been,
right.
Let's just move on. I'm over it.
Actually, I'm with everybody else. I think that's annoying for regular people. I think that's annoying. You don't see any of the other players going, "Oh no," and kissing their wives.
You do.
No, you don't.
Well, yeah, it's a peck on the cheek. That was pretty passionate. Look, I'm over it. Let's just move on.
All right.
Good. He's gay.
We have an actress coming. I got one more. The modern gentleman.
She's not an actress. She's a reality star.
No, she was in a commercial. She's an actress.
The modern gentleman makes love on his elbows. That's the last one I'll tell you.
Likes love on his elbow?
That's what it says.
Really?
I'm not making it. I don't get it either.
Really?
That's what it says.
Neither of you get this?
On his elbows.
You don't get it?
No. I mean, I can picture it.
Well, then that's all you need to do.
I don't understand why, though. Why is that gentlemanly?
Well,
that's not.
We'll just explain that later.
You get it?
That's a yes.
Well, then why not explain it now?
I can't.
Why?
Because you can't do that on air.
It sounds like he's receiving.
No.
There must be something to this Dan sees that I don't see. I picture a guy
I get what you're saying.
Like
Thank you.
Dano.
Okay.
like he's playing
All right,
checkers.
all
He's
right.
on his elbows.
He's just a little lower down than you would expect him to be.
Yes. There you go. He's not afraid to go downtown.
Playing from the rough, so to speak.
Yes.
So
All right.
There's our call. There's our call.
Kaylin, where's the Bloodmobile today?
it's on top of the world
On top of the world.
Winn-Dixie.
All right.
Winn-Dixie on top of the world. By the way, the new Imagine Dragons on top of the world is a great song.
Yes, it is.
All right, I tried to get done before 20 after. All right, if you can't get to top of the world, go to Life South on the Boulevard or in Danella next to Winn-Dixie. Galen, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, thanks, y'all. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll be right
bye.
back.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Did you know that Marion County has a vast equine business? Tune in every Friday at 9:30 for Horse Sense, when we connect, communicate, and educate you on ways to participate in and enjoy all the equine adventures this area has to offer.
Sponsored in part by Infinite Day Spa, Almara Arabian Horses, and Florida Thoroughbred Breeders Owners Association, FTBOA.
Fridays at 9:30 right here on The Source.
I'm a different breed.
All right, 22 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. And we have on the phone Trista Sutter. She was the runner-up on season 1 of ABC's reality TV show called The Bachelor. She was the star of the first season of the ABC reality TV show The Bachelorette. She's an outdoor enthusiast. She also was a Miami Heat cheerleader back in the early 2000s. And she appeared opposite Jason Alexander. That's a claim to fame on a KFC commercial. How about that? Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
So if you look her up, she's a cutie, right? Trista Sutter. Good morning, Trista.
Good morning. Thank you for that.
Where are you? Where are you right now?
I am near Vail, Colorado.
Oh, in Vail, Colorado.
Wow.
Now, that's a great place to be if you're an outdoor person.
Did you get
isn't it?
snow yesterday? Did you get snow on Mother's Day?
It is a great place to be, but yes, as you mentioned, we got about a foot of snow in the past 2 days. So I've been over the snow for about a month now, and I can say that yesterday
You've had enough.
Was a little frustrating, but I know it's going to melt very quickly once the sun starts shining, and I am itching to get outside.
So
we will be outside a lot.
Did the outdoor person that you are feel like you couldn't really be outdoors, or did you go out in the snow too?
Oh, we go out in the snow. Our family is outdoorsy pretty much all year round. I mean, my son would beg to go sledding outside the second that he got home from school. So we're outside a lot. I'm probably less outside in the winter just because it's a little colder. But the summer is where it's at for me. That's actually the main reason why I live in Vail. People say there's a phrase here that the locals say that you come here for the winter and you stay for the summer, because it's just so beautiful and you really can thoroughly enjoy the outdoors when you are here in the summer.
You were on Dancing with the Stars also, it says here. And in Fear Factor.
I was.
Oh, yeah. Fear Factor is always...
Which did you like the best? I mean, The Bachelorette?
I wasn't on Fear Factor.
Oh, you were
No,
not?
My husband was on Fear Factor.
Oh, your husband was?
And you know what? He actually had to eat bugs. And what we're talking about today is not liking bugs, which I don't like, and that's the whole reason.
Good segue. Good segue. He's a firefighter, right? I'm looking at my notes here, so I'm cheating.
He is, yeah.
So he ate. But I see. I always thought when they eat rats on that show, they're not really eating rats. They made them out of some kind of.
Oh no, they are really eating whatever they eat. Ryan had to eat worms. And,
worms, but not rats.
And I can attest, I actually ate a few too because Joe Rogan tempted me and said he'd give $1,000 to my favorite charity. So I.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was my next question. How do you tempt somebody into eating worm?
My goodness!
Look, it's good. I'll fry it.
Yeah, right. No, it was not. It was disgusting.
Trista, you are talking.
I hate bugs.
You are talking to an area that has lots of bugs. Lots of bugs in Central Florida.
Yeah.
I'm guessing more than Vail, Colorado. Sure. Except maybe in the summer.
I lived in Miami, by the water, obviously.
Oh, that's right,
I lived in South Florida, so I definitely know about bugs. And I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, in the Midwest, and there are plenty of bugs. And I think it's really sad that the number one thing that people have told individuals in this survey that they conducted is that bugs are the number one reason that spoils people's time outside. So if they are ready and prepared, then they'll actually be able to enjoy the outdoors. So I think it's sad that that's the number one reason.
Is today actually National Get Outdoors Day? Or
no,
is that
not
tomorrow?
Today. June 14th.
June 14th, okay.
June 14th is National Get Outdoors Day, and it's a day celebrating the outdoors. It's an annual day to encourage healthy, active outdoor fun, and they'll have it at sites across the country, including Denver, which is near us, here in Vail. But if they go to nationalgetoutdoorsday.org for more information, you can find out all the activities that they'll be doing for people, and it's really fun to be part of that and to be able to enjoy gorgeous work.
Did the survey that Off did it ask which the least favorite bugs were? Because I can tell you my top 3.
Oh, I got 1. I don't even.
You know what? 3. Honestly, I'm sure it did. For more information, people can go to keepbugsoff.com. But I do know that in talking to them, obviously mosquitoes are mentioned. Ticks,
mosquitoes.
That's my number 1.
Mosquitoes, ticks, yes, and there's one more.
Ticks are okay.
Ticks not okay.
I mean, they're not okay, but they don't swarm to you. Mosquitoes, for whatever reason, love me.
Yeah, but ticks. You sit on a bench. You go to Juniper Springs. I guarantee you're going to come home with ticks.
Well, you can at least burn them off. Mosquitoes just.
Oh gosh, be careful. No, I think better than that is actually wearing insect repellent and their full suite of products instead of having to burn them off.
Oh, I do. I have the super deep, the 99%.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, I've got a large can of it.
All
on
right.
a
So
boat.
the other one I wanted to mention is chiggers. You can't see them, but you hate them, right? Have you had chiggers ever?
Well,
Anybody?
and flies. I am not a fan of flies. We go hiking a lot.
I guess that's true too.
We don't have that many.
Oh, wait a minute. Or the what's the one that sits on you and bites you? The
mosquito.
The horsefly.
Oh, really?
Oh, yuck! Ow.
Oh, you've never been bit by a horsefly?
I've never been bit by a horsefly.
No. Or a deer fly. Same. It's like the little cousin of a horsefly.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I did not know that. Mosquitoes are the only thing that eat me, and they just tear me up. I'll have welts from one head to toe if I don't put my stuff on.
You should get a lot. You should start using Off.
I do. No. I've got a large can of it. See, the problem is the human error because I forget.
Yeah.
To put it on.
Well, you know what? There's a perfect product for you now. It's called the clip-on.
Yeah.
And you don't actually have to apply it, so you just clip it onto your belt buckle or anything that you're carrying.
Oh.
And if you're in a stationary, if you're sitting like either fishing or
on the boat. Yeah,
whatever.
That's where my office stays is on the boat.
So you just clip it on, and it basically protects you by sending a little aura around you. So
really?
Does that include protection from the ticks, the things that crawl into you?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, for more information, look on the back of the label on the clip-on, and then also keepbugsoff.com. We'll have more information.
So
I'm not an expert, I will say, on their products, so I think listen to the experts and go to the website and look on the instruction label.
So the one that's this one that's labeled Extreme Outdoor or something like that, is that just higher Indeed or higher?
That's the one I've got in a can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Extreme Outdoors.
There's another product called Explore that they're just putting out this year, and it's definitely for the extremist who's outdoors.
Called Explorer?
Explore.
Explore?
Explore.
Oh, okay.
Explore, yeah.
Get out there and explore.
Yeah, all right. I'll try it.
You know what's crazy? If you're in a kayak and you have one of those bugs flying around, you can literally get tipped over trying to swat that thing, right?
Yeah, been there, done that.
Oh, yeah, completely. I see that.
Trista, thank you for being on with us. The websites that we need to let our listeners know about is what?
KeepBugsOff.com and NationalGetOutdoorsDay.org.
Okay, KeepBugsOff.com and NationalGetOutdoorsDay.org. Well, it was too quick, Trista. Trista Sutter, thank you for being on our show today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right.
Thank you, Trista.
All right, we've got to move forward. We've got Fox News coming up, and then we'll do News Bites. Thank you.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Manned military missions part of the U.S. contribution to the hunt for kidnapped girls in Nigeria.
A team of about 30 military and intelligence experts are working with the Nigerian government to track down where the terrorist group Boko Haram may have taken the girls. Nigeria's government says it's trying to take advantage of all options to help find the group who were kidnapped from their school a month ago.
Fox News Radio's Kimberly Adams. Boko Haram wants to impose Islamic law on Nigeria. A wildfire destroying about 100 homes in the Texas Panhandle. Residents urged,
be prepared to evacuate in the event that something goes wrong.
Texas State Trooper Chris Ray. And a top Asian budget airline, AirAsia, says it will become the world's first to check passports of all passengers against Interpol's database of 42 million stolen or lost travel documents. The Malaysian-based airline says this will take effect by the end of the month. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And